Hello. So for this extra credit assignment, I went ahead and watched the time block planning video, and I also read a little bit about the method section and compare the standard approach and the time blocking approach. And it was very interesting to me how the standard approach, right? It said, it's just there's a lot of distraction going on. It's very hard to actually concentrate, and you feel overwhelmed, and it's just right. And it makes it seem like you have so much work to do, and you don't know how you're gonna get that completed. And then the time block approach, where it's like everything is so organized, and then it's like, like I said, balancing the important with urgency and all that. And honestly, for me, my time management is really bad. I mean, look at this. This is my extra credit, and it's 10:34, and I'm barely doing this video. So it's really bad. I always tend to leave everything last minute, and I always tend to create a to-do list. I love to plan out. I'm a big planner. But the thing with me is that when it comes to school, it's very hard for me to actually create a plan and stick with it. I don't know how to explain it. Like with everything else in my life, I'm able to create a plan, create a to-do list. Even for work, I'm able to create a list and create a to-do list, and then just like check off everything, and I feel so accomplished after doing it. But when it comes to school, sorry, I always tend to start at first, but then I'm not very consistent, and that's another thing I struggle with, not being consistent. One day I can go ahead and, like I said, make a to-do list and actually accomplish everything on that to-do list, and I feel so accomplished, so good about it. But then the next day I don't do it. And then the thing is, the next day, right, if I have planned out that I'm going to do all these assignments and work, but then I don't do it at the time that I'm supposed to do it, and then I do it another time, but I'm always able to do it on time, if that makes sense. Like for this instance, right, I'm leaving this last minute, but I'm able to turn it in before the deadline. So because my mind like gets anxious and like but then remembers that yesterday I was still, I guess I procrastinated, but I was still able to turn it in on time, which is so bad. I know. So yeah, I have a planner, and I always write on my planner, and I plan out everything that I'm supposed to do, and then I do them, but I don't do this method, the time blocking, which is really interesting, and I really like this aspect. I heard it before. Well, not this exact same name. On TikTok, I saw it. Like how to be more organized, and how to plan out for your day. So I usually never give myself a time to complete those assignments, because I know that I'm not gonna complete it at that set time, but I just know that it's gonna get done, right? So I really like this method that you give yourself a time, like he said, give yourself, like he said, he gave himself 90 minutes to do the reports, which is good. And then if it takes you longer, then you can always adjust it, right? Like there's no penalty, there's nothing wrong for adjusting it. But it's really good because you have that schedule of the time that you're gonna work on something, and then like you have to hold yourself accountable that if you don't do that at that certain time, well, then you do get behind, in which that's what I tend to always do. I always, um, not only leaving everything last minute and then like piling more work to do. So I really think this time blocking method is gonna be very helpful, and I have that planner on my Amazon card, so I'm gonna purchase it because it's really good. It's really good to give yourself a time, um, give yourself a set schedule of time to work on something, and then it helps a lot because every time I plan out my day and then like I write down, because my mind is a mess, and then I just, even if I just write it down on a piece of paper, the things that I need to do, that helps me calm myself down. So being able to now go in and like put in the time and giving myself, an hour of doing this assignment for this class, another hour doing the assignment for my other class, and so on, and then like keeping track and seeing, actually it did take me more than 2 hours. It didn't take me an hour, it took me 2 hours. So then adjusting it, right? So I really like that method. And overall, having a planner helps so much whenever your head feels such a mess. Because like I said, whenever my head feels such a mess, even just writing them down on a sticky note at work and just saying, okay, I need to send this email, and then like he said, next, I have this meeting coming up, so I do that. But I never actually sat down and given myself, it's gonna take me for 1 hour, I'm gonna focus on this assignment. I just write down all the things that I need to do and then just check whatever I do. But I never sat down and like actually notice how long it took me to complete an assignment. So that's the number one thing that time blocking method is gonna help me, is to actually see how long it takes for me to complete certain assignments, certain work. So then I know better next time, for the next day, if I have another quiz, I will know, well, last quiz took me 30 minutes to do it, so let me take 30 minutes instead of just going in blinding, and then it's like, oh shoot, I had another thing to do now. No, I can't. So yeah, so I really enjoy watching that video, and that planner looks really good. Yeah, hopefully, really hope time blocking method helps me, because like I said, I try to be organized, and in some aspects in my life I'm very organized, but when it comes to school, it's just so hard for me to get organized. But it's all about prioritizing, which I need to start doing more. But yeah, anyways, okay, bye.